Hi there, welcome to the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be going through chicken cannibalism, and stay tuned till the end because I'll be going through some signs of chicken cannibalism and how do you stop chickens from eating each other. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. It's certainly not pleasant to think about, but as chicken owners, it's something we all have to come to terms with at some point or another. Chickens can and often do resort to eating each other. So why does it happen in chickens? Well, there are a few reasons. The good news is that most of the time it's usually preventable. But first, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the situation and find out more about what we can do to prevent it. So first off, what is poultry cannibalism? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's when a chicken or a group of chickens begin to peck and eat the flesh or feathers of themselves or other chickens. It's a serious issue that can lead to injury, stress, and even death for your birds. Believe it or not, cannibalism can be caused by a variety of factors such as lack of space, boredom, disease, or even nutritional deficiencies. Chickens are social creatures that need plenty of room to roam and engage in natural behaviors like pecking the ground and scratching for food. Preventing cannibalism requires proactive measures like providing ample space, proper nutrition, and mental stimulation. If you're dealing with a cannibalism issue, don't worry. There are plenty of solutions out there, from beak trimming to changing up their diets. So before I get into those ways to treat, let's start off with the causes. One of the main reasons chickens may develop cannibalistic tendencies is overcrowding. If you don't give your feathered friends enough space to roam around and explore, they may become stressed and start to turn on each other. Excessive heat can also be an issue. If your coop or environment is too warm, your chickens may become agitated and irritable, leading them to lash out at their peers. Similarly, excessive light can also contribute to this behavior by disrupting their natural sleeping patterns and making them more prone to aggression. It's important to remember that cannibalism is sometimes a learned behavior. They're social animals and they pick up on each other's habits and cues. If one hen starts pecking at others, it's possible that the behavior can spread and become a habit for the entire flock. This can be especially harmful because it can lead to injury or even death for the victimized chickens. Mixing different types, colors, and sizes of birds can also contribute to poultry cannibalism, but you really, for the most part, shouldn't have to worry about it. Chickens are naturally hierarchical and will often establish a pecking order amongst themselves, but if you introduce new birds into an established flock, it can disrupt the balance and lead to fighting and bullying behavior. Stress is another common cause. Anything from overcrowding, like I said, to sudden change in their environment can cause stress on your birds, leading to this kind of behavior. So you notice I mentioned a nutritional deficiency, but what kind of deficiency could cause cannibalism? Well, specifically, if the feed you're giving your chickens lacks protein, particularly the amino acid methionine, this can lead to cannibalistic behavior. It's important to make sure that your birds' diets are well balanced and meets all of their needs nutritionally. Even salt deficiency can lead to cannibalism. So make sure your chickens have access to adequate amounts of salt. Now that you know some of the causes of cannibalism, you can take some steps to prevent it. So now let's get into the signs and what to look out for to see if this is really happening. Of course, finding a dead chicken that's been picked and pecked at by the other members is a telltale sign that you're dealing with cannibalism. However, it's certainly not the only indicator that something is amiss. Here are some other signs. Feather or vent pecking. This is where chickens peck at the feathers of other chickens. This behavior can quickly escalate into vent pecking, where chickens peck at the vent or rear of another chicken, causing serious injury and even death. Another sign is missing feathers. This can also be a sign, as they will often pluck feathers from other chickens before resorting to more harmful behavior. It's important to address any sign immediately, as it can quickly become a vicious cycle. Another one is aggressive behavior with torn or damaged flesh. You may notice them pecking at each other excessively or even attacking each other. This can lead to torn or damaged flesh in the birds. An increased mortality rate. A dead chicken here and there probably isn't anything to worry about, especially if you have a large number, but if you're finding more dead birds than usual, it's worth investigating to see if they were victims of cannibalism. You may also notice hemorrhaging in the birds, which also results from pecking and attacking. So now, how do you stop chickens from eating each other? Now, before I get into that, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. If you subscribe using the link in the description, you'll receive a free ebook on the 10 best egg-laying chicken breeds. All right, so method number 1, use anti-pecking sprays or anti-peck ointments. Some of these sprays or ointments contain a bitter taste to discourage chickens from pecking at each other. These products are safe and non-toxic for your chickens, but should be used sparingly and only as a preventative measure. You can apply them directly on the affected area or spray them around the coop to keep the bullies at bay. You can also turn the lights down if you use a light in your chicken coop. Bright and harsh lights can stress out your chickens and increase their aggressiveness, so it's important to prioritize their comfort. Turning the lights down to a softer and more natural glow can create a more relaxed environment, which can help mitigate aggressive behavior. Consider investing in a dimmer switch or even a red heat lamp, which can support healthy sleep patterns for your chickens. You can also provide more more space. Remember, overcrowding is a huge contributing factor to aggressive behavior and possibly cannibalism. It's important to provide enough room for them to roam, perch, and socialize with their flock mates. If you notice signs of overcrowding before it escalates, consider upgrading to a larger coop or introducing a chicken run to give your birds more legroom. Also, remove any dead or crippled birds. These birds can easily become a target for more aggressive birds to peck at, and it can quickly escalate to cannibalism. So keeping the coop clean and also removing any dead or injured chickens is crucial. Another method is adding more nesting boxes. This can help reduce aggression among the flock. When chickens are cramped and crowded, like I said, they tend to become more aggressive, and that also means nesting boxes as well. Another method is separating the bullies and the bullied. If you notice that some chickens are being bullied, it may be time to separate them from the flock for a while. This will give them a chance to recover and regroup away from their bullies. When they're reintroduced to the flock, it's important to keep an eye out on their behavior and make sure they are not singled out again. Another one, and this is on a specific basis, treating prolapse. Now, again, this is only if applicable. They can contribute to aggressive behavior, and if you notice a chicken has this condition, it's important to treat it as soon as possible. This will not only keep the affected chicken healthy, but also to prevent bullying behaviors from other chickens. Another method is a more well-balanced chicken feed. Like I said, nutrition can also cause cannibalism, like for example, lack of protein. So just make sure that it is balanced, and just make sure also that you don't overdo it, as too many treats can also lead to health problems. You can also put blinders on chickens if you want to help reduce aggression. These small attachments prevent chickens from being able to see directly in front of them, making them less likely to peck at each other. While not a foolproof method, it can be worth a try if you're having ongoing issues with cannibalism. Now let's talk about preventing cannibalism. Number one, give enough space per bird. I've already addressed this, but it's also a great prevention method. Another option is making sure you offer a balanced and nutritious diet. I went through that as far as stopping the behavior, but this will also keep it from happening in the future. Another one is provide good predator protection. As stress, and if your birds feel vulnerable, they can turn aggressive as a means of protection. So make sure your coop is secure from predators such as foxes, coyotes, and raccoons. You can also offer environmental enrichments, like giving them access to dust baths, perches, toys, and pecking objects to help alleviate boredom and reduce stress. Another option for prevention is considering beak trimming. It's controversial, but in some cases, if the chicken is a huge bully, it can be a helpful strategy if done when the chicks are young. It prevents birds from injuring each other with their beaks, which is a common cause of cannibalism. Another one that you may have not thought of is avoid adding slow feathering birds with the rest of the flock. Slower feathering birds can be seen as weaker and easier target for bullies. This can result in cannibalism, so stick with birds that have similar feather development. Another one is watch your male-to-female ratios. Balanced male-to-female ratio is crucial for harmony in the flock. The general rule is 8 to 10 hens for every rooster, as overcrowding and aggression among males can lead to cannibalism. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to check out this one over here. That's going to do it for us at the Happy Chicken Coop. If you find our content interesting, if you learned something new, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. And with that, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.